HL 104.5 is home. Buffalo Wild Wings in Hermitage is where we are. We'd love to see you out here. And at 4:45, Ron Slay is going to do a Miller Lite toast.
You better be here.
They're going to give out
20.
You
better be in the building.
You better be in the building.
Tony the Stud's in the building. They're going to give out 24 free Miller Lites for Ron Slay's toast.
And you know what? This is a gracious thing to do. Because they know I'm in the building. They know I'll chug them. So that's going to bring more people to come chug them. And, after that, see, one thing about beer, listen, I'm a beerologist, too. I know y'all didn't really know that. Y'all know I'm a wingologist. If y'all could have seen the look that Babs just gave me.
Hey, Zone TV is back.
Oh, yeah, we're back popping.
You probably just saw it.
They'll never be able to see me on Zone TV. The darkest picture on Zone TV is me. Oh, there I am. Thanks, Will. Now, let me tell you, I'm a beerologist.
Because you have a black shirt on.
Of course, and I'm black. Yes. And I got black headphones. Yeah, but
you got a red mic.
I got a red mic. Beerologist, once you drink a beer, you get more thirsty. See, so anybody didn't know that, all right, that's knowledge for you.
PJ on Twitter says, at 3HL1045, I am on the way.
Get here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get here. Don't speed, but get here. You got plenty of time.
Yep. Jim White joins us, TennesseeTitans.com. Of course, the Titans trying to move on past what happened on Sunday, but we'll bring it up. Jim, what's up? How are you?
I'm doing great. Hope you guys doing well.
Doing well. Mike Keith called it a bad day at the office when he was leaving the air. I thought that was a good way to put it. What surprised you most about that loss to Arizona Sunday?
Oh, man, there were a lot of things. I mean, off the offense, I kind of expected the offense, like everybody else, to kind of, put on a little bit of a show with some new weapons and, against an Arizona defense that I thought was acceptable at cornerback position, and that never happened. I was surprised that the protection was as bad as it was. I mean, Ryan Tannehill didn't really have a chance. He's lucky to get hurt. Surprised the defense didn't put up more resistance. I mean, the whole thing was a kind of a surprise to me. And I knew the Cardinals, a good team coming in, but I expected the Titans to kind of take control of this game early and to kind of wear the Cardinals down. And it was the exact opposite. I mean, the Titans were out of it from the beginning. It was really never a game. Kept thinking that maybe the Titans would make a rally and get some momentum, but just every time they made a play, the Cardinals answered them. So a bad day at the office would be putting it lightly.
Yeah.
And if you have another one of those days on Sunday, it's going to look just as bad.
Listen, man, I mean, there's all kinds of tape floating around, and I agree with what you said about Ryan Tannehill. My opinion about Taylor Lewan was, unfortunately, that he was like he didn't see a chalk outline in the backfield. I mean, that was just unbelievable to me. It's one thing for Chandler Jones to beat you and dominate you and things like that, but there's film now of Budda Baker going through him that I didn't notice during the game, and that's 5'10", 195. I'm curious moving forward. I mean, obviously Taylor Lewan has to play better, but you got to think about, like, what's the best case scenario for Ryan Tannehill in that offense? Is it Taylor Lewan at left tackle, or am I way too early on that?
Well, I mean, it better be because this team went through all the training camp trying to figure out who the right tackle is going to be, and David Quisenberry ended up winning the job, and part of it was because Tyson Brayo maybe wasn't quite there yet. Kendall Lamb dealt with an injury. Dylan Radin's in ready to play, so you start thinking you need to fill the left tackle spot. Then you're in trouble. I don't think they're there. I mean, Taylor, is going to. It's his job. He just got to play better, and he knows it. I saw his post on social media, and I know some folks are tired of seeing that. I mean, because Taylor he has definitely been accountable for mistakes that he's made, and when he's played poorly, he's owned it. But this team's starting left tackle. He's getting paid a lot of money. He's got a job to do. So, I mean, the answer is he's got to play better. And I think he will. I mean, I think he's embarrassed by what happened. I think, he knows, like you said, he let the team down. And that was part of the reason why the Titans lost the momentum early is because the quarterback was getting hit. They're fumbling the ball. They're scoring touchdowns on short fields. And maybe, somebody asked Mike Vrabel yesterday, I think it was Gentry Estes, asked him, if this team kind of needed a wake-up call. And certainly you don't want to lose and you don't want to get embarrassed. But if that doesn't get your attention, what happened over there on Sunday, I don't know what will.
You know what, Jim? It's a lot of people, though, that have a lot of individual performances that need to be picked up. One of those was, I believe, Julio Jones, and I was definitely on board with him not practicing and sticking to whatever repertoire or reputation or regimen he had as far as preseason went. But now it's looking like I got to get on the Babs train and be like, dude, you got to get out there and do what you got to do to get your rhythm back.
Yeah, and I think a lot of guys do, but him, he didn't look right. I mean, he didn't look like the guy I saw in Atlanta all those years. It was so, looked so, like you're so doing things so effortlessly out there and just so smooth. I mean, he just looked kind of out of sync. He had, tried to double caught a ball, didn't make some plays that would have been spectacular plays, but the reality is that's why they traded for him, is to make those kind of plays. And you certainly didn't expect to see an 11-year pro get a 15-yard penalty that turned a third and 1 to a 3rd and 16 right out of the gate. So, yeah, I mean, and Mike Vrabel called him out for it. And I don't know. I've seen everybody speculate about what's behind that. Is he trying to send him a message? Is he trying to send the team a message? Is there some personal risk?
Jim Wyatt with us on 3HL. Lost connection there. That was interesting. To me, it felt like it was a message to the team. Like, look, I'm willing to call out one of the best players in the history of this game. So y'all need to get it together.
But I don't even think that was personal. I think that was hey man,
kind of matter of fact.
This is what it is. Like the whole world saw this. We gazed over it because this is what you get from Vrabel.
Well, and plus, Julio knows that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like Vrabel's comments were a surprise to him. I'm sure that they were probably said to him already behind closed doors, even differently than they were. Than that was talked about in the press conference.
Totally.
But and I agree with Brent too, to the extent of an even bigger kind of big picture of, hey, I'm calling out Julio, but this is for everybody.
Yeah.
We got to get it together and be better.
All right, when we come back, Buffalo Wild Wings and Hermitage is where we are. When we come back, let's dive into that Monday Night Football thing, because I didn't see the Manning cast, and I know both of you did. And I saw a lot of positivity on social media about that, which you never see positivity on social media. So I want to hear what you guys thought about that deal. And
Cardinals were up a couple of touchdowns. They were stacking the box like maybe they were early in the game, and the Titans have had success in the past running it even when the other team knew they were going to run it. And that's when you're good, and that's when you know you can kind of enforce your will.
Turning you back on.
That didn't happen Sunday. I think going into Seattle, I think the way you open up the pass a little bit is to have some success to run. So I think that's one of the keys. I think you got to get involved early. I mean, A.J. Brown came ready to play. I thought he provided a spark, but he just didn't get a lot of opportunities, and they just didn't really get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, and that's gotta happen to loosen things up.
Thank you, Jimbo.
Jim,
Great
we
stuff.
always appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Have a safe trip to Seattle, and we will talk to you next Tuesday.
Okay, thank you. Have a good week.
You too, sir. That is Jim Wyatt, TennesseeTitans.com. When we come back, more from Buffalo Wild Wings, and Hermitage. This is 3HL on 104.5 The Zone.
J. Mart and Ramon are not afraid to put themselves out there with
you got it.
Are we back?
prediction.
I've been fighting saying this out loud.
You're up.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, out and about. They let us out the building. Out the building.
I'm in the building. I'm back in the building. I came out and came back in.
But you're in a different building.
Yeah, and guess what I got?
What you got?
Tell Honk. You tell him. I'm in
Brett.
the building. I'm in the building. Hey, I'm in the building.
Thanks, Honk.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
Don't know what else I got for you over here.
No, I got something for you. I was going to let Brent and Babs tell you what I got.
Brent Norty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Ron Slay, the fine people at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hermitage, that's where we are.
My man Chris, first and foremost.
Chris Kage, the general manager here. Come by and say hello to him. He heard Ron Slay talking about his love for ice cream sandwiches, so he just brought out a tray, like you're Julius Caesar or something.
A full tray of ice cream sandwiches.
You know what they call that? Love.
A whole lot of love.
Yeah.
I took one of them.
And see, but guess what? You can't eat it right away. What's up, Babs?
No, you let it chill for a minute.
Yeah. You got to let it chill. So you can lick the side.
And then you lick the side so nobody
Boom.
will steal it.
There you go. See,
That
Babs
was what Slay said about the
right,
ice cream
Babs listen, see?
Slay said you lick the sides, all of the sides. I said, why? Because you don't want to spill on your shirt? And he said, no. So nobody will ask for half of it.
That's right. You don't remember they used to sell these in school, in the Mayfield kind? And
Yeah.
used to, if you just bite this end, somebody would be like, hey, let me get a little piece of that other end.
Or just break off the bottom part. Let me have that.
No, I already licked that part.
You were that kid.
Did that stop people?
Yeah.
Yeah, better.
Definitely.
Like,
Well, especially nowadays, it'll stop
oh,
people.
yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely ain't getting it now.
Yeah, we don't want the COVID cream.
That was
Yeah.
35 cents, man.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Yeah, they're not anymore.
Inflation.
Is that why 50 Cent became 50 Cent? Because back in the day, everybody was always asking for 50 cents so they could get a Coke.
Let me get 50 cents.
Yeah. And a Coke in the South means any soft drink.
Yes.
Yo.
So it's like, I want a Coke. Well, what kind of Coke do you want? Sprite?
Or a cold drink.
Cold drink was good, too.
Let me get a cold drink. Y'all got the cold drinks?
Cold drink and now and laters.
Oh. Hey, boy.
Do you know how old 50 Cent is?
Oh.
46.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's real.
He's like always
46
young in my mind.
That's the same age
I mean,
as
I'm not
Mike.
saying it's old. It's like,
I was gonna say,
Hey.
that's the same age as Mike Vrabel. 46.
46.
I bet Mike Vrabel aged quite a bit on Sunday.
Arizona almost scored 46 points.
That's brutal.
Brent.
And everybody's hitting me with, you said the defense can't get worse. Yes, that was one game. And I know the third down percentage was actually higher, like worse than last year. I get it. But last year's third down percentage also included a lot of bad teams. This is a really good team. This is one good team. Last year's
How do you know? It's early.
The last year's number included the Jaguars twice. I mean, and they had a big number, actually, now that I think about it. Because that was the Derrick Henry's not running hard game that Don had.
That was when he was running soft. Told you. That was week 2.
Well, he was running hard on Sunday.
He just
right into
didn't
a
have
brick
any
wall.
space.
I mean, face first into a brick wall.
Can I bring up something that you said when we were talking to Jim Wyatt?
Yes.
I thought it was a little dramatic. I mean, I got to be honest.
Me being dramatic?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Your Taylor Lewan question.
Oh, my gosh. Did you see this Buda Baker play?
No, I know.
Taylor Lewan's going to get people killed, man.
Hey,
And
man.
Listen, I love Taylor.
I know.
Him. I love Taylor.
Yes.
But good Lord.
Can't play.
5'10", 195 went running right through that guy.
Pushed him down.
And, his legs didn't look stable in this play. And, look, I know he's coming off an injury and all that stuff. But I'm telling you, man, if that guy doesn't pick it up again, listen, Seattle, the Legion of Boom, they're going to bring it.
Well, you did hear Jim Wyatt say they're lucky that Ryan Tannehill walked out of there healthy with a lack of protection. Now, I think he probably needs to get rid of the ball too, right? But, I mean, there's a lot more to it than just offensive line play there. But I felt like that was a little dramatic. I mean, basically you said, I'm worried about it. It's time. Is it time to replace him? Get him out of there.
No.
He's done. I'm like, dude, it's one game. He's coming off an ACL. I think that's a little dramatic.
It is dramatic, and it's not time to replace him. It's not.
Right.
But my man's got to pick it up.
But
man.
you
And he knows
just started
that.
that conversation.
Yeah, it'll go downhill, won't it?
I think Buda Baker and Chandler Jones started that conversation.
And you know who will continue their conversation? Jamal Adams and Dunlap. Yeah, them some dang slates too.
I would almost rather play the other guys.
You know what I mean? Exactly. So,
oh my.
But this is the thing to that point. Real quick, I don't think it's time for replace them. But listen, man,
it's not time for that talk.
No, it ain't even time for that talk. But if you can't get stronger and more comfortable at this spot, we gotta pull you because you're hurting us way more than you're helping us. Even on that play that's out there on Twitter.
The Buda Baker one?
Yeah, the Buda Baker one.
It's bad.
Brent pointed out, guys were stunting and everything. Everything was picked up, but that play.
That's all you had
that's
to
all
handle.
You needed to do.
That was there you go. It was right there.
Like just ice cream sandwich. That's all I got to handle.
Yeah, and you just got demolished like Clay is doing to this ice cream sandwich.
Exactly.
It's about the same. It's about the same look.
Hunk don't like that.
Hunk doesn't like the munching, like the smacking.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
You know, like when somebody's
it is the worst.
You know, like when you're with somebody and they're really enjoying that piece of gum and they just cannot keep their mouth closed and it's just smacking like. You ever notice that?
But it's worse on the radio.
Yeah.
Well, I love everybody listening. I just dribbled out.
Just put the mic down while you're smacking.
No.
How many of those things you got?
He's about to be done in 2 seconds. Don't worry about it.
By the way.
It's gone.
It's gone.
She gone.
By the way, we're doing with Buffalo Wild Wings and Hermitage. You need to be here. Miller Lite just walked in here.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And they're gonna offer up 24 beers.
That's my beer.
At 4:45. And Ron Slay is going to do a toast. So you got to be here to get the free beer and to enjoy Ron Slay's toast. Do you have any idea what you're gonna toast?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you got like a go-to toast?
I got one right now. I just came up to.
He's like spitting ice cream everywhere.
I'm putting my mic down, Hunk, for a second.
Thank you.
So 4:45. Oh no. Some of the studs trying to give Ron Slay another ice cream sandwich.
So you can't force feed the lion. When you go to the zoo, you never force feed the animals. They tell you don't feed the animals. Let the people that feed the animals feed the animals. Don't feed me, Tony the Stud. This is how you get bit when you walk up to the cage, brother. That's man. Stay 6 feet.
He only weighs like 105 pounds. He doesn't need to lose a limb.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, but guess what? I just came up with what I was going to get my toast on.
Okay, good. 4:45. Jayon Brown will be here at 5 o'clock. We'll learn a lot about the Titans inside linebacker. And Andrew Benetti just called in from the hospital, and he bought us all a shot. Which we can't do right now.
I can't do that. I know. 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're thinking of you, Andrew.
Well,
Hang in there.
Andrew,
Hang in there, buddy.
He said, decide what kind of shot you want. I got it for the three of us. Meanwhile, Hunk's back at Hunk doesn't drink anyway, so he doesn't care. But he's back at the ranch.
Maybe come pick us up, Hunk.
Yeah.
There you go. That's perfect.
We put out the address so I know where to go.
It is 5215 Old Hickory Boulevard.
There you go. In Hermitage.
52-15, which is very close to the score that we saw at Nissan Stadium on Sunday.
It's a good crowd, by the way.
Very good crowd. Very good.
You like how I just moved past that?
Yeah, Hunt caught
Moving
it.
on. Hey, we need to take a break, but I do want to talk about Monday Night Football. We've been talking about Monday Night Football, and we haven't actually talked about Monday Night Football.
I want to talk about it.
Okay, well, we have to break.
Yeah, but you brought up me being overly dramatic, and that got us down a different path.
I know. I'm sorry. It was my fault. I took us down that path, but it was a little dramatic.
I'm
It
never
needed
too
to be
dramatic.
addressed.
I'm never overly dramatic. I love Taylor. He's got to pick it up, though.
No doubt.
Or somebody's going to die.
No doubt. Yeah, you can't get your quarterback injured.
All right. He's
No
my
doubt.
quarterback. We'll be right back. Okay, so we will talk about Monday Night Football. If you want to hit 615-737-1045. What did you think about the Manning cast? 615-737-1045. Or come hang out. Buffalo Wild Wings in Hermitage. We'll be right back. Number one, we already had the wings.
Yes. And the cauliflower.
Yeah, you did.
Mr. Babs is getting wings for dinner, by the way.
I think I'm getting dinner for the kids, too.
Yep.
And then Hunk
every
missed
Tuesday
out.
night, Buffalo Wild Wings, baby.
Hunk missed out on the ice cream sandwiches.
Yep. But that wouldn't even, I mean, there's more.
PJ said never come to a party empty-handed.
And he didn't.
And he didn't. These are crumble cookies.
They're warm.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
It's ridiculous how good these things are.
This is something for your soul.
Man, we have the best listening family.
Yes.
Amazing.
They tap in.
I feel like, J. Martin Ramon have all the cousins and aunties and aunties and uncles and everything like that. I feel like we have brothers and sisters. Like, they're that close.
There you go. I'm going to tell you what. They brought these, like, well,
Those cookies are
them
next
cookies,
level.
man. That's like, those are the kind that you put on your nightstand that you just take a little piece off, put it in your mouth, and just keep watching TV. Like, they melt in your mouth. Like, I lay down. Yeah, I lay down and eat them. I lay down and eat them cookies right there, boy.
Poor Chris. Oh, man.
There's crumbs everywhere in the bed.
All right.
How did I describe them in the break?
Zone TV feed.
Orgasmic.
Yes.
Exactly.
I loved it. That's what they were doing in my mouth.
She really
They were just melting.
Just keep rubbing it in.
My bad.
Oh,
the party in your mouth.
Come meet us, huh?
All right, Monday Night Football.
Well, before we get to that.
Oh, come on.
Zone TV feed. Will Bowen has worked very hard to get this thing up and running for Buffalo Wild Wings here in Hermitage.
Got great pictures.
And it looks great except for I probably need glasses because my computer is so close to me that I have an extreme close-up. I'm not digging that. And plus, you guys are in the dark and I'm in the light. What's going on there?
Yeah, it's lighting up now. It's just on the flat screen. But I am dark.
All right, so you can watch us on where can they watch us? Periscope, Facebook Live, YouTube.
Yep.
Is that where Ramon is?
That is where Savage is.
And Twitch.
Yep.
Twitch, please.
All right, so Monday Night Football, man. That game had it all, bro. And I, like Slay, had the under, and I felt really good about it until Sammy Watkins got loose behind a linebacker. Number one, how's he got a linebacker on him?
Killed it. Number 44 for the Raiders.
But the Raiders got it done in overtime. First, Raiders quarterback Derek Carr dials in Joe Milton for a rocket shot interception. Right through his receiver's hands, right off the head of the defensive back. He never saw it coming, man.
Nope.
And intercepted. So then Lamar Jackson ends up fumbling. So then Derek Carr gets another chance.
Yep.
And then they get in line for a field goal, but they can't get the field goal team out there quick enough to kick it on second down for a 43-yard field goal attempt. So they actually have to move back 5 yards. So they bring the offense back out on the field, and Derek Carr throws a touchdown pass. And the Raiders are now 1-0. The Ravens are 0-1. The Ravens play Kansas City next week. We could be looking at 0-2 Baltimore.
It's going to be real.
Ugh.
It's going to be real. It's going to be real.
Lamar Jackson, 19 to 30, 235 yards and a touchdown. 12 carries, 86 yards, 321 total yards and a score. And the bad news, sacked 3 times, fumbled 3 times.
Oh, he was so hard on himself, too, boy. So hard on himself.
He should be. Lost
Yeah,
in the
without
game.
question. Yeah.
That over dramatic.
No,
No,
that's just keeping it real.
That was factual right there.
Derek
He
Carr,
should be.
Yeah.
You screwed up.
Derek Carr, 34 of 56, 435 yards, 2 touchdowns. Anybody have Derek Carr going into that game throwing for more than 400 yards on the Baltimore Ravens defense?
Listen, man, that man's still sitting in the fantasy draft room, the fantasy draft green room. Ain't nobody even got Derek Carr. Like,
Nobody took advantage of that.
no, man. That's whew. But you look at it, though, and you see the plays that he makes, and that's why he's always on the chopping block. Well, not on the chopping block, but that's why Gruden's always entertaining other quarterbacks coming to Oakland,
Yeah.
to Las Vegas.
That's why
Sorry.
you always well perhaps they're involved in a possible trade every
Yep,
time.
Every single time.
Yep.
Well,
but
back-
and you see that because it's the lapses that
Yep.
cost you games.
Yep.
the backup quarterback, Marcus Mariota, in on the first series. Had a
They
30.
still don't say his name right on national TV.
I don't know.
The Mannings didn't.
No.
The broadcast crew didn't. Like, are we wrong?
No,
I think we may be wrong.
no, I asked him. It's Mariota.
Right.
Mariota.
But that takes too long. I'm not doing that. Sorry.
Mariota.
Yeah. It's like Mario.
But I hear it over and over, so I'm like, maybe we're wrong. And it was like one of those Garantano things. Like he never told us correctly or something.
Yep.
Remember Vanderbilt had a linebacker named Moses Asiviji.
That's my boy.
Yeah, and for 3 years it was Osimwaji or something. I don't know what it was. But it was wrong. And then he corrected everybody his senior year.
Yeah. Moses is a great guy. Great guy.
So Marcus Mariota, longest run of the night for the Raiders, 31 yards. Raiders tight end Darren Waller, 10 receptions, 105 yards and a touchdown. He was targeted 19 times.
Somebody got him on the fantasy team.
I love him.
He was targeted.
His story is phenomenal.
It is. He was targeted as many times as Lamar Jackson had completed passes.
Darn.
How about that?
That's his target.
All right, so here's the question. Did y'all watch the Manning cast? And I already know the answer.
Yes.
You picked it up because you saw it on Twitter, right?
Yep, and I started watching in the fourth quarter.
I didn't want to change the channel. It's too much work. You watched the whole thing?
Watched the whole thing, started from the beginning, although I will admit this, once it got to overtime and you really were all in on the game and what was actually happening and all that, I switched to the regular broadcast.
Really?
At the very, very end because I wanted to watch the regular broadcast. But other than that, I watched start to that point, I watched the Manning cast, and it was phenomenal.
Now that's what I like. Well, I only saw the fourth quarter and overtime of it, but I was so intrigued to hear them breaking it down, especially when they let other guys like Russell Wilson. And then when Peyton grabbed the ball, it was really like Peyton was ready to audible and call Omaha and all type of things. But that was the most intriguing part to me. It was almost like when Coach Matt comes on, and you always talk about him in front of the whiteboard. I felt just like that. You know what I mean? So it was
learn.
Yeah.
You. It's amazing the vision and how quickly they diagnose things.
Oh my God.
That's what I struggle with, and it's probably a part of it is probably because I've never played the game.
Right.
So I struggle with, and it gets better every year that I cover football, but I struggle with the quick diagnosis of what is going on the field.
Yeah. I think there are plenty of quarterbacks that struggle just like you do with that part.
Probably.
These guys are elite.
Yes.
These guys are elite. So were they pre-snap, like telling you what was going to happen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they were asking. My bad. Go ahead, Babs.
Or it wasn't like pre-snap telling you what was going to happen, but it was, hey, look at what that safety's doing here, this. So you're basically going through everything that they would visualize when they're out on the field. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
It was teaching and explaining, but it wasn't annoying.
No.
And it was funny because Eli would, rag on Peyton for his big old head, and they made it super entertaining. But I will say this, if that's my team playing on Monday night though, that broadcast is recorded and I'll watch it later as my second go round. But if that's my team and I'm all in, I'm not watching the Manning cast. But if it's just generic Monday Night Football and it's not my team, I am all in on that because I felt like I learned. It was entertaining. It was fun. It was different. But I also felt like I was a little bit away from the actual game sometimes because they would just get into in-depth. The analysis wasn't quick and succinct and to the point. And that's great because that's what it's there for, right? That's like any of the mega casts for college football, the national championship that ESPN does. That's what it's there for. But if that were my team, I wouldn't want to watch that broadcast. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It does.
Other than that, it was amazing.
So I'm going to watch it next week.
I will listen.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it the exact same way. I'm going to watch the first three quarters on the regular broadcast, and then the fourth quarter and whatever else is left. I love that because not only did you get to watch the game from their eyes, they almost, in a sense, started calling plays. Like,
oh, definitely. Well, because
like, wow.
Peyton, talked about talking to Gruden and, okay, give me a play, and talking to the coaches and play calling and kind of, if I'm a coach, I'm stepping back at what I'm giving Peyton Manning because he pretty much gave it all on the broadcast, right? So you pick your moments there with him, definitely. But this is the other thing that I loved about it, the stories. And we all know Peyton Manning is one of the most brilliant storytellers and has so much in that big old head of his, right?
Yeah, go Vols. Yep.
So
He does have a big head.
Yes.
They're huge.
And so that was my other favorite part of the broadcast was just the little nuggets of stories that he would drop. Like he told the Jim Harbaugh, you probably missed this because it was early on, but he told the sitting down, I forget, it was like a visit, and I don't even remember which coaches were there, but Jim Harbaugh was one of them, and they were about to leave, and somebody's wife came in and was like, hey, does anybody want a sandwich before you go? And Peyton's like, nobody, it was like she was being nice.
Yeah.
Like she really didn't want to make you a sandwich. It was like the nice thing to do. Here, let me offer this for you, but you're walking out the door. And he was like, so we all say no. But then Harbaugh says yes. He's like, yeah, I'll take a toasted peanut butter and jelly or something. And Peyton was like, what? Are you kidding me? He's like, I've been waiting to tell this story for 9 years,
That's hilarious.
So it's stuff like that. It's stories that, like, you don't get anywhere because they're all, like, Peyton's experiences.
Yeah.
So was it little brother giving it to big brother a little bit, too? That's kind of what I heard. Like,
Yeah.
just that whole brother dynamic also.
Right. And Peyton's so comfortable and comfortable at taking the lead and comfortable on TV. He's done his Peyton Places for a while, and we all know the prep work of Peyton Manning. I told y'all I hosted that event. He spent, 30 minutes with me just talking about our Q&A session. Like, preparation is unbelievable for him. And I felt like he probably was a little overpowering over Eli, but it worked. Like, that's what works with them, And then Eli would get his kind of smart comments in here and there. And then you also saw how, like, wicked smart Eli is with some of his just almost under the breath comments about the plays going on, But Eli would get his little shots in at Peyton, and then, Peyton would get all excited. Like, there were times where I'm like, he's out of breath. Yeah. Like, he's not going to be able to last with this energy all night long. And then the other thing, they had Charles Barkley on at one point with him, which, that's my guy, War Eagle. And then Russell Wilson was on, and Kelsey was on for a little bit. And just to have those players and current players sit there and basically break down film all together as they watch it in live action is, to me, fascinating and so valuable.
That's what I love. I love that, especially as I got older as far as playing professional sports. The film part of it, because you're not watching, and this is what younger kids playing any sports should know. It's not watching to watch you entertain and what highlights you did or what made, but to see the entire game. Like, you can go back and watch it 20, 30 times and find something different in it. And they were doing it on every single play. Like, it was amazing, man. It was amazing to get in those guys' head. And then when Derek Carr walked over one time to talk to Jeff Gruden. Jeff Gruden. Who is Jeff Gruden,
Wait,
boy?
come on.
Who
You're a UT guy. You know John.
I know exactly.
There we go, Jim.
Yeah, we've been wanting him so long.
Here we go, Jim.
So when Derek Carr was walking over there to talk to him, he was like, see, right now Derek Carr's going over there to ask John Gruden what he wants. And then you saw him mouth, hey, what do you want right here? I was like, yeah, like, dude, he's in his head. Like, you don't get that anywhere else. So,
do you know what another one of my favorite stories that Peyton told, and this is all over social media now, is he was like, yeah, sometimes you act like you can't hear. The headset hearing device is just not working. He's like, even though it's working fine, because you don't want to run that play. You want to run what you want to run. he's like, so you throw the equipment guys under the bus just for a little bit. Oh, and then it miraculously comes back and everything's good. So this is hilarious.
I could totally see Slay back in the day with like an earpiece in, and Jerry Green's like, here's the play we're running. Slay.
Dude,
he's like, nope.
No,
There's some
I can't hear
buzz
you.
in there.
This is what I was talking about yesterday, though. Like, but you have a new coordinator, and I hate to go back to this because I know we're washing everything away.
No, but it's a great point.
Yeah, like, dude, at some point, this isn't working. I'm on the field. I know I can't hear you on this one. Let's go with this, guys. Like, come on, man. Derrick Henry, you ain't even got to go over there and say that.
Are you saying Ryan Tannehill should have gone with something different on first down at some point in the first half?
I mean, hey, you out there playing, you want to get your 2,000 yard back killed. I mean, keep running the same thing.
To the same side.
To the same side.
In game one.
With
16 more to go.
Let's roll. Like,
oh,
dude.
my gosh. I think that
was a great point.
I think Hunk back at Master Control actually has the audio from the Manning cast about the fire alarm. Go ahead.
Fire alarm.
Cover two man. Eli, what'd you do? You set the alarm.
We have a fire
Perfect.
alarm
Fire alarm.
while we're watching the game. Oh, my goodness.
Ray, you're the best, man. Thanks for joining us, man. It's been a lot of
Hey,
fun.
man.
Thanks so much, Ray. I
Hey,
learned a lot.
Brothers.
I
Appreciate y'all,
appreciate
brothers.
that 0.0.
Hey, I still
0.0.
talk about it at barbecues.
That was Eli's quarterback rating against him, by the way.
Oh, wow.
0.0.
You see how older
which
brother
Peyton
immediately
absolutely brought up from the get-go.
he immediately blamed it on his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Eli, what'd you
Eli,
do?
what'd you do?
See, that's why listen, honestly, I'm going to watch the regular game cast 20% of the time. I'm never watching it again as long as this is on.
All right. I'm with you.
I like to
Now,
bet players' heads.
After the game, Frank Caliendo did a post-game presser with John Gruden. This is Caliendo as John Gruden with post-game reaction following the Raiders win. Listen.
I'll tell you what, man. This team gave 125%. Not just 110%. 125% with the extra quarter. Derek Carr, field general. And I love the new hair, man. That's some good-looking stuff right there. You can join me and Mark at the barber anytime. Max Crosby, dominating the opposing line. Darren Waller, unbelievable, man. I feel like we had to win this game twice. That's right, man. Game 1 of the season. We're already 2-0, man. That's what it's all about. Knock on wood if you're with me.
Hey, man.
That was so good.
Dude, I wish I was around here when you do this. I would run so fast and clothesline him. And just be like, dude, you are just a nut, man. And then help him up and like, do it one more time. Like, that's it.
Caliendo.
I don't
I'm
think
Frank
you would.
Caliendo. Yeah, probably.
Oh.
By the way, we
Go,
also, again, want to thank our friend Andrew Bennett, who bought us 3 shots. So we'll have to do that at some point. He also bought us wings. So that's cool. Stephen Young, my buddy from HomeStreetHomeTN.org. Check out what they do on their website. Came by to see us as well. So what's up, Steve? Appreciate you. And seriously, if you got a minute, check out what they do online, HomeStreetHomeTN.org. When we come back, it's time. It's time for the Miller Lite Ron Slay salute.
Yeah, toast. Salute slash.
Toast. That's the word I was looking for. Toast. You still have a few minutes to get in here if you want to, but we'll do that when we come back. Buffalo Wild Wings and Hermitage 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Coming up tomorrow.
Buddy Allen Carpet in 10 seconds.
All right.
Our guy Jimmy Himes, once again, we will talk Vols.
And NFL writer Jordan Dajani of CBS Sports will join us week 1 in the rear view mirror.
5.
Tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. on 104.5 The Zone.
Go.
If you're thinking about a flooring project, I've got the people for you, and you're going to love these guys. They are locally owned and operated by the Allen family for more than 55 years. Buddy Allen Carpet 1 in Donaldson. 2405 at Lebanon Pike is the address. Zach, Jen, and Judson Allen are in the store every day. Here's the other thing. When you go to the big box stores, they typically pawn you, not typically, they do. They pawn you off to a 1-800 number for the installation. Buddy Allen Carpet 1, they're not going to do that. They're going to handle everything in-house, and that means that they will be well aware of what's going on with your project, and you'll be able to ask them any question at any time. They'll be able to answer you. 615-883-3289, BuddyAllenCarpet1.com.
Hey, Nashville, you
It is our weekly Tuesday football feast at Buffalo Wild Wings. Today, broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Hermitage. Today's player guest is Titans linebacker Jayon Brown. He'll be here from 5 until 6 o'clock. Bring your kids or just come solo to meet a really cool guy. Titans linebacker Jayon Brown, 5 till 6 o'clock. Buffalo Wild Wings in Hermitage, 5215 Old Hickory Boulevard is the address. What's up, brother? And, man, we appreciate everybody coming out. They are getting ready for a very big special event. What's up, Jayon? JB's from L.A.
Yeah. Don't worry. He's going in the boom boom room and going to have to answer some L.A. questions. I'm going to have to test his call.
For those that don't know, when Slay got done with Europe, he lived in L.A.
Yeah, lived in L.A., buddy.
You put the L.A. in Slay.
That's right. Where's the Miller Lite?
That's what we're going to do right now.
That's what I'm looking for.
We're doing a Miller Lite beer salute.
I didn't get one.
That's about to go down. They're passing out Miller Lights in these special, commemorative cups.
Yeah, Miller Lite cups.
I
Where
saw
is Rich?
Slay
Rich, are we
signing them?
Yes,
Rich,
I did. There's
Rich.
a couple signed.
Yo, Rich.
Hey, Rich.
Hey,
Can
Rich.
you get Miller Lights?
Are we doing
How we
the
gonna do the
Miller
toast?
Lite salute every week? Or is that today? Are we doing the Miller Lite salute every week, or is that today? Every week we're going to do this.
Every week.
Are you going
Really?
to come up with a different tiers?
Absolutely, you are. I'm
better
challenging
believe.
you.
See, Babs don't give me nothing. I got to. I ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how they handed out all the Miller Lite in here and didn't hit you. I mean,
That's
you're
the crazy thing.
You're the man of the hour.
Kelly, can I get a Miller Lite? How am I gonna make a toast with? Okay, there we go.
I
got a water. Y'all want to make? It wouldn't be the same if I did a water.
There's your Miller Lite. Right
It'd be like
there.
rainwater or something.
We
You know
are
what I mean?
staying hydrated, by the way.
Ooh, that's a big boy too.
Oh my!
Ooh.
Oh my!
They must know I'm okay. I'm over here affiliated with Jayon.
So now we're getting off
It
of
just
Zone
made it
TV. That's what's happening because we're standing up.
Yep.
Sorry, Will.
Will's like, no.
I'm sorry.
All right, I'll sit back down. I hate sitting down.
I got a
Will.
two. They double fisted me.
I need a camera on my hat, and so I can hung down so I can walk around.
Okay, so are we ready for the toast?
Hey, is everybody ready for the toast?
Everybody ready for the toast?
He's got the microphone away
Yeah.
for the toast. Thank goodness.
All right, listen up. Toast. Every Tuesday, make the toast. Miller Lite, I want to thank you for the toast. The toast this week is, you got to drink your beer and always look in the rear. Make sure they're not following you and wash all your pains away from that Titans loss, and this is a whole new week. So here it is. Thank you, Miller Lite. Salute. Salute. Right here, Rob.
Tighten up.
Tighten up.
All right, there you
You
go.
got to chug it, though.
That's the Miller Lite toast of the week.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know if we want video evidence of that. Ron Slay, there you go. All right. So
There's a 8 or 9-year-old that just clapped for your toast, Ron Slay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Tony
There
the
you-
stud downed his. No, he didn't. It's sitting over there. Oh, that's a different beer. Okay.
That's a different one.
All right. It's all going down. Jayon Brown is so excited that he's here.
It's going down.
To witness all this toasting.
He was smiling, too, when he came in.
Wait, how'd you get another one?
That was somebody else.
See, what had happened was.
See, that's when you know you really done
This one time at band camp.
down there. You got watery eyes after. I mean, you was holding it in and you didn't get your burp automatically right away.
Okay, this is
Okay,
too
I'm
much
sorry.
information.
All right, my bad.
Come on, yellow
Here
light
we
is
go.
out.
Just imagine where this would have went if Babs wasn't here.
No. I don't know what y'all do without me on Friday.
I'd have no clue.
Babs already said those crumbly cookies were like an orgasm.
I didn't say that.
That's our yellow light.
That is
It's going to be a good week, boys.
Oh, man. All right, what do we do now?
We win. We win. That's what we do.
So that's the difference. We didn't do this last week.
No.
We saluted Miller Lite,
Yep.
but Miller Lite didn't salute us.
You know, that's exactly what happened.
Boy, they brought it today.
Yes.
And they're going to bring it next
came
week.
with a vengeance.
So that's the difference. So because of the Miller Lite salute, win.
You win. And then you see the camaraderie around the room. Like everybody's involved. My young fella over there, put your arm up in there. Look, there we go. You know,
there you
man,
go.
yeah. He showed love.
Everybody under 12 at the bar, raise your hand.
One person.
He's cute.
I love it. No, that was a lot like, remember the scene in Rocky where Rocky's wife, what was her name? I already forgot.
Yeah. Adrian.
Adrian. She goes down. She's sick and all this stuff, and he's at the hospital, and he's praying and all these things, and then she wakes up, and it's all emotional and everything.
Yeah.
And he looks at her, and she looks at him and smiles and says, "When?"
Yeah. That's all we want you.
And everybody starts crying.
Yeah.
That's what happened right now.
That was it. I seen the emotion. You saw the tears in my eyes.
They were
when
tears.
I sat down.
They're still there. We're going to figure it out. Titans linebacker Jayon Brown will join us. By the way, 7 fully vaccinated members of the New Orleans Saints staff tested positive for corona. That story's out there. What else is out there? Titans radio. Yeah, go ahead.
Didn't a couple of their players? You said staff.
One player.
Yep. One player.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think it's an important one, right? Who was it, Honk?
They're actually not saying, I don't believe.
Alvin Kamara tweeted something weird, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
How is that any different than any other day?
Well, that's true. That could be about NASCAR.
I love Alvin, but
that
come on.
That could be about Bristol. I don't know.
Yeah, he had the NASCAR face shield on.
Titans Radio announced yesterday they will become Tigers Radio for Thursday night's Waverly game at Nissan Stadium against White House. They're going to do the whole thing. Like, they're going to Titans Radio that thing out with Mike Keith and Coach Mack and Titans Amy and Rhett Bryan and everybody.
Michael Thomas.
The receiver? What happened?
COVID.
He ain't playing anyway.
Yeah, he needs to stay far away from the team anyway. He's recovering, I think.
But you have a player. It's not just coaches. You've got players tested positive. So
anybody in that area.
Anybody unvaccinated is going to be contact traced, which, I don't know what their numbers are. But
and that's 12 days, right? If you're unvaccinated in the NFL?
And the NFL, it's a forfeit in the NFL?
It's a forfeit everywhere right now. Which
I've
talked about this over and over, which is going to be crazy when you have breakthrough cases, when teams have done everything right.
Yep.
And by the way, I need to mention this now. I know we're having a lot of fun, but a lot of y'all are not going to like this news. Stand-up comedian and former SNL cast member Norm Macdonald passed away at the age of 61. He had been battling cancer, and he was trying to keep that from his family, his friends, everybody.
Wow.
I love hearing him on Stern. The storytelling ability that guy has, and just the matter-of-fact nature with which he led his life was pretty amazing. So rest in peace, Norm Macdonald. We'll be right back again. Buffalo Wild Wings, you have time to get here. Hermitage is where we are. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. Titans linebacker Jayon Brown will join us next, live at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hermitage on 104.5 The Zone. Hendersonville. So go ahead and plan on that. Next Tuesday, we'll be in Hendersonville. Player guest to be named later. Darrington Evans last week. Jayon Brown this week. What up, Jayon? How are you?
What's up? What's going on?
So last week I told, or I asked Darrington, I said, so Jayon Brown's our guest next week. He hadn't ever gotten you on the practice field. He's like, yeah, he's got me on the practice field.
Yeah, he so did. So you snuck him a time or two.
I didn't got Darrington a couple of times, but he's fast, man. Darrington is.
I know. I can't wait to see him on the field, man. It's got to be frustrating for him to be hurt last year. You were too. We'll get to that, but hurt this year. So looking forward to it. Welcome, man. Good to see you. How are things?
Man, things are great. Looking forward to this week. Last week didn't go as planned for us, but it's a new week and new opportunities.
How hard is it to get past that?
It's part of the business. You can't dwell on it for too long. You just got to look at the mistakes that were made and the good things that were made, and keep on seeing how you can do the good even better and try to eliminate the stuff that gets you beat. So,
take us into the locker room though, like after the game, and then when you're back at practice, what's the talk? What's the feeling after? I think it's fair to say a surprising performance out of you guys. What actually is said and goes on after that game, and then once you're back at work?
Definitely disappointing for us for what we put on display for our season opener and having all of our fans sell out our stadium like they did, and we just didn't perform up to our standards, and we know that. And watching the film the next day, we seen on all the stuff that we messed up on, the opportunities that were left on the field, and only thing we can do is just after watching that film, throw it to bed, learn from it, and come in this week. Looking forward to get better for Seattle and play our style of football.
I got to ask you, man, in the moment, how tough is that to kind of go through it? Because it's not like you guys get blown out every day. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's got to be hard to just kind of be in something that's going down the hill like that.
Oh man, we're so competitive, and losing in anything sucks, and it's a bad taste in your stomach, and you got to live with it, and then watching other games and turn on the TV. That's all you see. All you see. So you gotta either turn off the TV or just eat it as it comes, because that's what we did and that's what we put on display. So we just gotta fight it and just know that next week, they only talk about what's good. You know what I mean? And so what have you done for me lately? And that's what we did lately. So hopefully this week we can get a win, and it's going to be a whole different story.
It's funny, though. In other sports, you get blown out. Like Slay's getting blown out in basketball. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. In football, at least you can go hit somebody, right?
You can clothesline the guy, too. You know what I mean? Take that penalty and go ahead. How much, looking at it individually, do you look at the game, or do you look at it as a unit? I know you got to build on what you did wrong, but if you had that game, do you go back and look at it as a unit and watch it more so as like your linebacker groups and compared to your secondary and whatever?
Yeah, no doubt. We watch it as a team, and then just go over all the stuff that we didn't execute as a team.
Right.
And then from there, go into our unit, O&D, do the same thing.
Yeah.
And then more so position groups, you get through the finer details of, okay, your alignment, your assignment, and your technique, how that could have been better, and just your eyes, what you're seeing, and all that. And we're just talking that through to see how can this not happen next time, or how can you make that play the next time. So stuff like that.
How much in the feel of the game, when you're in the game, do you depend on the offense to keep the ball enough, or do they depend on you guys to get off the field? Like coming into the season, third downs was huge.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, and the numbers, it would say that y'all had a worse performance, but by the eye test, I don't agree with that. So you look at that, I think you all put a fine product on the field, but overall as a team, it wasn't right. But how much do you depend on the offense to be able to bring what they need to do? Not to point fingers or anything, but they got a job to do also.
Yeah. It's all complementary. We all work together, offense, defense, and special teams. And it just wasn't good from us across the board. And offense put points up and whole time of possession.
Yeah,
and
there you go.
For us, even when they do mess up, we're supposed to be there. If they in field goal range, make them force a field goal over touchdown.
Right.
And just getting stops, getting turnovers. We got one turnover from KB, but they won a turnover ratio. just overall, like we just didn't do good. We got a punt tipped, which wasn't good. Special teams is huge.
Yeah.
Field position was a big part. They started off with a lot of short fields. And,
Yeah, definitely.
And our offense had to go the long way. You know what I mean? So overall, they just executed everything that they did and won the turnover ratio, and they just executed their game plan.
A lot of people are comparing Kyler Murray with Lamar Jackson. You've seen both of them.
Yeah.
Is that a fair comparison? What's different, maybe?
They're both quick, elusive, so fast. They can extend the plays. When quarterbacks can extend the plays like that, it's hard. It's hard for guys in coverage because you got an eternal clock on for how long I'm about to guard this guy. And then, you realize the quarterback still got the balls going around, and you're like, damn, so people get uncovered, but that's just part of it. It's all in one. It's been the rush to get the guy down and for the guys to cover to stay on their guys. So it's just hard. And watching that Monday Night Football, Lamar did a good job of that as well, extending the plays, and people come uncovered. And when they're uncovered, it can be wide open or it can be, an amazing throw. So it's with dual threat quarterbacks, it's just another factor that you got to account for. That the defense can be really good, but this dude can hold on to the ball for 5-6 extra seconds, and that's what they do.
It's almost like two routes, right? Like
it's nuts. It's a second play. You got the first play to defend, and then the play that he's going to make extending the ball. So it's a lot.
Titans linebacker Jayon Brown with us on 3HL.
Did you watch the regular Monday Night Football broadcast, or did you watch the Peyton and Eli and, I don't know, a quarterback that you're going to see, a Russell Wilson broadcast last night?
I watched the Peyton.
You did?
I watched.
There we go.
Did you watch the part where Russell Wilson was there as well and listen to him and see how he kind of diagnosed stuff?
I seen it, and I think he had his robe on, looking all comfortable in his house.
He kept talking. He was like, "Oh man, I really got to go watch film. I got to go watch film." And then they're like, "Oh, you can stay for the second half."
Appreciate the distractions.
Yes.
There it is.
I love it. Jayon Brown with us. We got more with the Tennessee Titans linebacker Jayon Brown coming at you live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Hermitage. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Your Titans head
I wasn't one of those like 5 or 4 stars. I was around like the 3, 2 on some of them.
Yeah.
How? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it is what it is. My first offer came coming into my senior year. So I think late junior year. I got Colorado was my first offer.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And then after my first game my senior year, I got UCLA. And then who else? Colorado State. And then after that, it was it.
Yeah.
That was it. So pretty much committed to UCLA right after that.
It's funny. There are a lot of people in Denver that are from California. So, like, Colorado goes into California all the time. So that didn't surprise me at all. Did you grow up a UCLA fan, though?
I did not.
Who did you like as a kid?
SC was the Reggie Bush era.
Yeah.
We was watching Reggie Bush and
Lindell and all those guys.
Yeah. But
who's now in Colorado, which is funny.
It's nuts. It's like, but SC was like, everything. And, everybody had like a 5 USC jersey.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of it. You know what I mean? But end up going to UCLA, I developed that hatred to USC, and I'm UCLA all the way. I like going, the campus is like, UCLA's campus is way better, in my personal opinion. We just got a lot of hills. You're going to have a good calf workout every day walking to class.
Ain't that the truth?
Let me ask you this, Jayon.
And you better live close.
Yeah, you got
Good
to.
Lord, because that traffic and LAX
It's
and
real.
all that, I can't live that life.
She just came back from the UCLA LSU game, actually.
Yeah.
So Hawaii, yeah.
Hawaii.
Woo, that's a different level out there.
Yeah, and it's that heat in that Pasadena.
Oh yeah.
Pasadena heat, yeah, it gets real.
Different.
Gets real.
So you lived in LA when you got
Yeah, I
back
was
from
out
playing
there.
basketball in Europe.
Yep, I was out there 8 years. So we lived in Corona, then came down to Beverly Hills in L.A., hung in Compton for a
Yeah,
little while.
you know good and well about that traffic.
Listen, I can show you the text message. I'm like, man, you better time it. That's why when you said it, I'm like, boom, I told you got to time it.
Yeah, you have to time your day around the traffic. If not, it's terrible.
Exactly.
It's terrible.
It's going to be a problem for you.
Like,
So you going to Long Beach Poly.
Yes, sir.
Were you surprised not to get as many scholarship offers coming out of Long Beach Poly? Because y'all got a tradition now.
Yeah. We're a powerhouse. I still hear about it at practice.
Right.
And it did surprise me because what my film was, but
right.
That's just how it is.
Right.
That's just how it is. But
it
ended up working out. So
let me ask you this: the guys that you were coming up with, did you have guys or resources that you were able to tap into around that time? Because your lineup is star-studded at Long Beach Poly.
No doubt. We I had like 3 linebackers in front of me that all were D1.
Yeah.
And so the formula was there. We had a really good coach. Won a lot of games, and we knew what it took to get to that level. So the guys coming back and be like, hey, you got to do this, you know what I mean? Like, school's real, like, all that type of stuff. So just following the plan and just listening to the coaches, because they're gonna put you in a position to get out to these D1s. And we had scouts coming into every game, so just like put on performance.
Yeah.
Such and such schools are here.
Yep.
So what you gonna do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you had a lot of like famous athletes. You have any like famous like actors, entertainers, that kind of thing?
We got a lot. I don't think the actors so much pulled up, but more so like Deshaun Jackson, Willie McGinnis always coming back. Any dude that was fresh out of high school on their bye weeks coming back. So it was frequent in and out.
See, the thing about Deshaun Jackson, he came to Nashville for an event over at TSU. And so he came in studio. And people see that this electric playmaker on the field and all this stuff. When you meet him, he's tiny, that guy.
Yeah.
It's amazing to think about like how small he is and how dominant he was on the field.
Oh man, I think he's going into year 14.
Yeah,
14. Yeah,
14.
So still burning guy. So that's amazing, right?
Yeah.
You can be 30 something playing against 22-year-old corners and whatnot, and still smoking them. Like it's crazy.
Different game though, like as you get older in the game, you kind of have to find different ways to be successful. But for you, just how different is it from when you first stepped into the league to where you are now? Comfort, knowledge, physical part of it, speed of the game, all of it. How different is it?
I was coming in is definitely an adjustment to the speed and then your knowledge of football as well, because college football and NFL football is, you realize how much you don't know.
Right.
And having really good coaches to develop you get you right. So I had a different. I was with the Malarkey staff there last year, and playing third downs, 2-minute situations. Got a good feel for the game. Still a lot I didn't know. Just in it, and had a productive rookie year. But that year two, when Braves coming in and that staff, it's real. When a new coaching staff came in, when they came in, it was like, we got to see what type of players you got and developing them and teaching them. So I learned so much, and to still have them as my coaches, I know what's expected out of me. The game, we talk the same language now, and we know what to expect from each other. I know what they expect out of me, and I know what I'm getting out of them, and it's a really good relationship, and I look forward to it I know they're going to put us in the best situations to win, game in and game out.
You mentioned Braves, just that relationship and knowing what to expect. Like, there's a lot of talk nationally. We didn't even think twice about it, but Vrabel said something about, basically called out Julio Jones for a dumb penalty in his press conference yesterday, and nationally everybody's talking about that, him calling out a player, which it didn't even faze us when we heard it yesterday. We're like, that's Braves. But what is it like to play for him? What does he demand from you personality-wise? Like, kind of fill us in on the behind the scenes of Vrabel, because what we see is sometimes comes off as harsh, right? But just fill us in on the behind the scenes part of Vrabel.
Nah, he's a great dude. He's a great dude. Straightforward. He jokes around too a lot, but he'll tell you what he expects out of everybody, and we all have, he has high standards for all of us. He only wants the best for us, and he knows how to pull it out. So, like that incident with Julio's a great player. We all know that, and that's just us, just doing the best for what's the best for the team, and that's just what it is. And so he doesn't care who you are, and you know what I mean. We got a job to do, and that's to win games. And penalties like that to hurt the team, we can't do it. And it probably won't happen again, So we'll see.
I would guess. I mean, I've never seen it happen before. That's what was weird about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jayon Brown, Titans linebacker, with us. You mentioned Braves, who played your position, which has got to be interesting dynamic there. But Dick LeBeau, who invented the 3-4, was your guy when you came in. Then Dean Pease, now Shane Bowen. You've had some. I mean, you kind of hit on it, but you've had some unbelievable defensive minds from you to just kind of absorb, I would guess.
Oh, yeah. Starting off with LeBeau and his defense, and, just being coached under a legend, and then having Pease, another legend, and then Shane, coming in, and, we're developing all of that stuff. So hopefully we can get him to that legendary, status. But
yeah,
we're just trying to figure out, learning from last year's mistakes, and from this past game, we didn't do a good job displaying of what we got better on. But it's a new week this week, and hopefully we will display what defense is about.
There was a lot of talk last year, especially toward the end of the season and the offseason, from a lot of you guys about communication. Was the communication better Sunday?
Communication was there. We just didn't make enough plays.
Yeah.
Arizona came out there and they handled their business. They got on the flight and got the dub and went home. So we just gotta be real with ourselves, take it on the chin, and realize we didn't play our best football, and we gotta fix that.
All right, well, we've got something that's probably going to be a lot more stressful than what you went through on Sunday. It's called the Boom Boom Room.
Yeah.
My man Ron Slay likes to put people in the Boom Boom Room.
Boom Boom Room.
Yeah, the Boom
He'll
Boom
explain.
Room.
He'll explain.
So this is the Boom Boom Room, Jayon. The only way you get out of the Boom Boom Room is if you answer everything truthfully and honestly to the best of your ability. Do you agree to do this?
I agree.
All right, Honk, take them into the Boom Boom Room.
Yes. One man on his way into the Boom Boom Room.
I mean, here's the thing. He was an academic honor roll guy, like on the Dean's List type stuff.
UCLA's acceptance rate is like 8%.
This should be a breeze to him.
I was shocked by that.
Yeah. This should be a breeze to him. This should be a breeze to him.
This is school questions.
Yeah.
I ain't been in school in a long time.
Yeah. No, I got to put you under the microscope, baby. The light is on. Here we go. All right, Jayon, first and foremost, I'm on my way to L.A. Where you taking me to eat? Soon as we get off the plane.
As soon as we get off the plane, In-N-Out.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Like a little.
I'm in on
out.
that. So it's funny because like LA guy will say that, and like there's all these restaurants.
It's a lot.
That's multiple times we've heard that from LA.
That is.
guys. Yeah.
That is. All right. I see you got the TMC, Rip, Nipsey Hussle the Great. Give me your top 5 artists.
Top 5 today?
Top 5 today. The living, past, whatever it may be.
Top 5.
It ain't even got to be in no particular order. I like
no particular order.
Yeah.
I'll just go off the music that dropped lately.
There you go.
Drake album was unbelievable.
Oh, my gosh.
Kanye album was unbelievable as well.
Solid.
Let's see. I like Gunna.
Okay.
Gunna right there. You can put Lil Baby in there as well.
I like that.
And that's 4. And then 5. I want to put Kendrick in there. He ain't dropped nothing lately.
Todd on the way though.
Yeah,
but you know he on the way though.
He on the way. He on the way though.
Ooh, he on the way. Oh yeah, I'm ready. He on the way, baby.
He's on the way.
He on the way. All right. Give me the most intense game between these 3. Which one? You got to rate them. Titans Colts series, Titans Ravens series, or UCLA USC series.
I'm gonna go with Titans Colts.
Okay.
Titans Colts series. It's a real rivalry.
Yeah.
It's deep and personal every time we play them. We know what to expect out of them. They know what to expect out of us. It's always a physical game, and you know, walking after that game, you know you're gonna be mentally and physically like exhausted.
Okay.
Kind of like when you walk out of the boom boom room, right?
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Jayon Brown's first sack came against the Indianapolis Colts. Have a sack on Jacoby Brissett. Jayon Brown's first interception was against the Indianapolis Colts. There you go.
Pick 6, baby.
That's right. That's right.
So special teams is in question sometime. Y'all got some speedsters on the Titans.
Yes, indeed.
At UCLA,
I thought you were going to ask him if he could kick.
No, I'm going to ask him, can he return? Because he did in college.
But can you?
Can you return? Can you get
return?
back there? Can you get back there now and break one?
I would like to think I could.
Yeah, but
I would like to think I could.
Yeah, you don't want to put yourself in that spot.
Man, I can imagine getting hit. Like
that's a hard job.
I do the hitting. I can imagine getting hit. Like,
yeah.
So that's a whole different world right there.
Okay.
Have you always done the hitting? Did you ever play on the offensive side of the ball?
I played on the offensive side of the ball.
High school or?
I was a running back in my little Pop Warner days. One year at high school, played running back, but
and you return kicks at UCLA.
Yeah. So after all that, you know, I want to keep my knees straight.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let me ask you this, because I was trying to tell Babs, Dawn, places to go to eat when she go out there. Have you ever been to Worldwide Tacos?
I have not been to Worldwide Tacos.
So this is what I'm telling you. Now, you want to change your life. You from out there.
Yep.
Go to Worldwide Tacos. If you need to hit me up, because the wait is crazy. They're going to tell you, place your order. We'll call you when it's ready.
What's y'all order when y'all go there?
Oh, man, they got over 100 different type of tacos. 100.
100?
I did not go.
Trust
because
me.
the place has bars all over the windows. It's like tiny little shack.
Yeah,
I'm like, I can't walk up there on my own. Like,
Play said, wait till I'm with you.
Yeah, but listen, I'm going to make the call, Jay. I'm telling man, I got my people coming through. Put your order in. You're just going to be able to pick it up and be able to roll.
See, look, too many options is a bad thing sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm going to be looking at the menu for too long.
So what I go with the barbecue chicken tacos.
Okay.
You know what I mean? No cilantro. Give me 3 of them. Then give me 3 shrimp. Mild. No cilantro. That's my thing. But they got everything you can think of. And they the best tacos you ever taste. So you out there in Cali, that's all y'all do out there.
Yeah,
Cali,
I love tacos.
Yeah,
I love tacos.
I know it's a fact.
Yeah.
So, all right, this is the next thing. Give me some adversity that you may have went through, where you bounced back from, and you were like, you know what? That was different now that you look back on it being older. What did you go through, whether it been hardship, whether it been losing somebody, whether it been a rough time through school, or whatever it may be?
I'll say the whole track of football has been hard. I always had some really good talents in front of me from high school. Didn't play till really my senior year, and that ended up working out. And then college, didn't play until my junior year.
Yeah.
And then NFLs was the fastest transition to the field, where I played right away into my rookie year.
Uh-huh.
So just, being not comfortable. I would say just being able to just learn from the people in front of you, and to see how they approach the game and and how they practice, how they watch film, and that's a cool thing about the league. So many coaches. We got a lot of coaches on our staff that's played and been around in the league for longer than I've been alive, and to talk to those guys and get their input and to see how they handle certain situations in life and with family as well. All you gotta do is go and talk to them, because they pretty much probably lived your experiences that you're going through. So you always got like guys like that to help you out, guide you through life, and as in our job of football as well.
Right. That's important, man. So last one, and I'm gonna let you out of the boom boom room. When you got here, and you still got resources here, especially linebackers you can tap into, guys like Keith Bullock, or you might know guys around the league. Who are some of the people that were influential in your process as far as still playing professional today?
I'll say a lot of people got an influence on me, big or small, but a lot of my influences, I'll say, came from start off in high school, just seeing all the people that from Long Beach making it, like Jarrell Casey, Mercedes Lewis, Willie McGinnis, Deshaun Jackson. We got a lot of dudes. We got a whole lot of dudes that made it out. So seeing that and those dudes come back, that gives you hope. And then from college, the dudes that you go to college and you see dudes that's getting drafted first round, second round, third round, like out of UCLA. Yeah. We got a lot of defenders in the league. Yeah. We don't get talked about, but we need to put some respect on UCLA name out here.
There we go.
But just watching those guys like Eric Kendricks, Anthony Barr, and then playing alongside Miles Jack and Kenny Young. So that's and we got Chris Barnes for the Packers as well. So we got a little group where we all went to school together. You know what I mean? And I was looking up to those other dudes and dudes next to me. Yeah. And then getting here and having vets like Wesley Woodyard and Avery Williamson and Brian Orakpo being in that linebacker room, Derek Morgan, and being around those guys and see how they handle the situations and all that type of stuff, and just soaking it all in, and just learning the game and having Logan Ryan. I remember Logan. My rookie year, I'm just like, all right, this is my job, so I got to do. Logan, like, hey, alert this coming this way. Yeah. I'm like, damn. So like, I'm like, bro, how you know all this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this, like, you know what I mean? Just giving me game and just seeing how I got to take keep to the next level. So a lot of like little eye-opening moments, like, okay, like there's always more to be done. So I'm just forever learning, even if it's a younger player. Yeah. Just soaking it in, and it's a lot of game out here.
Love it, man. Jayon, that was a really good job, man. You can really get an A+ in the Boom Boom Room if you go to Worldwide Tacos. So I'm gonna let you pass on that. We're gonna get to that after the season, but you are officially out of the Boom Boom Room. Brought to you by Low T Center. Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir.
There he is, Titans linebacker Jayon Brown. More with Jayon when we come back. What does he like to do away from football? We'll ask him next. 3HL coming up from Buffalo Wild Wings in Hermitage. It's UT Ticket Tuesday, correct?
Yes, it is.
You got the orange mic. You might as well give away.
Man, we need to make Jayon give it away, man. He down here from UCLA, man. He need to get these tickets away.
Yeah, here you go. This is every Tuesday before Tennessee home games. You can win a pair of tickets to see your Tennessee Vols at Neyland Stadium. Caller number 5 right now. Give Joe Hunk a call, and you can win your 2 tickets to see Tennessee versus Tennessee Tech this Saturday. Who's going to start at quarterback? Who knows? 615-737-1045.
I know.
It's a
3 until 6. Listen to the Zone all day long. Our thanks to the great people here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hermitage. Next Tuesday, we will be at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hendersonville. So make sure you come by and see us. Chris, the general manager here, does an awesome job. We really appreciate him. Jayon Brown, Titans linebacker, we appreciate him for coming out.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Slay's still talking about worldwide wings.
Hey, man, worldwide tacos.
Oh, tacos,
man. I'm telling you, man, it's totally different, man. Change your life. I've never taken anybody there and they ain't like it. I'm telling you.
Said you met Nipsey there?
That's what, yep. He was getting arrested.
Historical.
Yeah, they pulled legend. They pulled him over, man. They was harassing him, man. L.A., man, what you expect?
This is where he's sending you, Jayon.
Oh, you going to be cool. Don't even trip.
By the way, the Titans have made additional transactions today. The Titans have signed to the active roster from the practice squad kicker Randy Bullock. I wasn't kidding when I asked if you could kick.
Who?
Randy Bullock. He's been around the league for, he's like 65 years old, this guy. See, this is how we do our show, Jayon.
I'm learning.
Signed to the practice squad, tight end Tommy Hudson, and placed on injured reserve safety Amani Hooker. That's a tough one.
Damn. That's tough.
Exactly.
Wait. I like Amani.
Amani's great
Yeah, I like him.
great player, great dude. All right, we're giving away some Colts tickets.
Yeah, we got Colts tickets away when the Titans play the Colts, right?
Oh, okay. Titans tickets.
Yeah.
Titans tickets.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, sorry. I thought that was assumed.
I love
You don't like it, Jayon?
I love that
Pretty
Jayon
quick.
just fixed y'all's mistake.
No, Mayor's mistake.
Well, it's not like we're giving away Colts. Who are they playing this weekend? I forget.
That would be Titans
The
tickets.
Rams. We're not giving away
Against
Colts
the
Rams
Colts.
tickets.
That Jayon just told you earlier in this show, that is
That is
the
the rival.
rival.
That's his team.
That's
like
the
that.
rival.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sorry, Jayon. We're giving away Titans tickets to
First
see
winner.
them beat the Colts' ass.
There you go.
That's better.
That's right.
Rosemary Compost. Oh, there she is.
There she
there we
is.
go. And
Rosemary.
I hope I pronounced this right. Franklin Ekvaze.
What?
Franklin? Where's Franklin? Franklin.
Yeah, we'll get in touch with Franklin.
All right.
Franklin
There you go.
Ekvaze.
Hey, Jayon, I read that you like to do puzzles. Is that true?
I do like to do puzzles.
What kind of puzzles?
500 piece.
The 1,000. The 500 take are a little quicker. I like the 1,000 piece. It makes you think a little more.
And you
When
got
do you have time to do that?
You do it throughout the week.
Okay.
to get your mind right.
Like it takes a long time.
Yeah.
Get your mind
You know what I
right.
mean? It takes
Hey,
a long time. But
Jayon, thanks, man. Go get that dub this weekend, man.
Man, most
appreciate
definitely,
it. Appreciate
All
it.
right.
Thank you.
There he is, Jayon Brown 12 on Twitter. Thanks to Buffalo Wild Wings. We're out. Hunk's making us leave. See ya.